Well, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. And of course, starting off with the daily Shelton, Washington weather, plague, rat, and spider report. The weather, it's not bright and sunny. There might be some cloud cover or fog. It seems kind of dimmish, grayish out there. But it could just be because, there's mountains and trees, and so the sun will come up. So it's not rained, and that's good and bad. I mean, bad because it gets drier and drier, good because it's not all soggy and soaked. Thumbs up. On the plague rat report, there are still people that run around in the stores without masks. There's a Washington state mask mandate, and there are people that still run around with no masks. It's infuriating, but what can you do? You just take care of yourself as best as you can. I saw a really good video that showed how masks help. When you breathe, when you cough, when you sneeze, you have a jet of air that goes out like feet from your body. Just talking, it is a jet of air that is filled with the water droplets that are filled with, if you have the covfefe bug, if you have any other kind of bug, it'll be in there too. But it's in the little water droplets. Generally, when you breathe and you exhale, within that 6-foot area around you, not radius, but what is it, diameter? 6-foot diameter around you, because it's 6 feet this way, 6 feet that way with you in the center. As the droplets drift, they fall and evaporate, and then thump, the virus is down on the ground. Sometimes they can go further. It depends. The difference is when you're wearing a mask, it doesn't jet out from you. Your breath curlicues around your breathing. And so it doesn't jet outward. It just, you shed the virus and it falls down to the ground like a foot from your body. Yeah, it's also falling on you, but it's already in you. So what does it matter if it's on you as well? That's why you don't want to have a mask on too tight. Because if the air is escaping from the sides of your mask, then it is jetting out just like you're breathing it, just in a different direction, and you're still shedding everything out in a 6-foot circumference? I hate not being able to think of the right words. So you should be able to blow out a candle from a foot away while wearing a mask. So if you can do that, if you can and blow out a candle, you're fine. You're fine. That's all you need to do. And in fact, if while you're wearing your mask it is uncomfortable and humid and moist, it's working perfectly, just as designed, because it's capturing all of those water droplets that get caught. And so the stuff that makes it out, it evaporates and falls within that short period. So I just thought I'd tell you about that because I saw a video, and it's amazing. They have a device that just has a little thin vibrating sheet of metal that catches air currents. Because of that, they can actually take pictures of air and heat. And I don't know how just a little vibrating piece of metal underneath a shutter does it, but because of that, you can see air and heat differences in air. And so that's how they were able to watch. As people breathe, you could see the breath coming out of them because of that little sheet of metal. It's really bizarre, but it is cool. And of course, on the daily spider report, I mentioned yesterday down the stairs, the bathroom spider, she was clinging tightly against the wall and up underneath the mirror cabinet thing yesterday, not hanging down normally. So she wasn't there this morning. Couldn't find her anywhere in the bathroom. So either, she could be ready to have been laying eggs, in which case maybe she's gone off and she's got an egg sac somewhere she's protecting. She could have been dying for some reason, could have been parasites, so I don't know. Could be a mother, or trying to be, could be dead. It's hard to say. I feel parasocially sad because the spider doesn't even know that I'm alive. But after seeing it and move around the bathroom and do stuff for so long, yeah, I'm kind of sad that she's gone. It's, what can you say? But that's the way life is, so hopefully there'll be a new spider to replace her. There hasn't been any new spiders anywhere that I found that have stuck around for any length of time, just like a day or so. There is one tiny spider. I have, if you've seen in the little pictures, the little picture-in-picture where I show myself in the corners, there's a little lampshade. Because down on the floor down there, I have a little lamp. And so when I turn the ceiling light off, I turn on that light down there. In the corner of the hamster bin, below the lampshade, but in the corner of the bin, there is a little chunk of webbing, and inside is a little tiny spider. Just a little tiny thing. Little tiny. And it's still living down there. And I feel very protective, but on the other hand, I also realize how stupid that is. I can't take responsibility for a spider's life. It doesn't even know I'm there. You know, if it's gonna live, it's gonna live. If it's gonna die, it's gonna die. It's not my responsibility, so I shouldn't feel responsible for them. Of course, I'm a human being, I do. But it's cute, and so I just reach down and then turn on the light on and off and then come back out, right above its little webs. You gotta love that. On my topics list, might as well talk about this one too. I've been having just the devil's own time with my wrist because of my severed nerve. When I severed my nerve years and years ago and my arm was dead, one of the things they said to try and do, wear braces, make sure you do stuff to keep your muscles upward, because it not only helps this grow back quicker, but also it becomes your new rest state. If you let your arm dangle and then the nerves connect while it's like that, that's basically going to be where your hand goes when you're not thinking about it. When I'm not thinking about my left hand, it's generally pulled back like this. That's kind of the default position. It is straight through here, and my hand goes off there at an angle. That's just the way it is. With my right hand, it kind of sinks down a little bit. And instead of pushed outward fingers and an outward thumb, everything kind of pulls inward a bit. Well, that's bad. That's bad. That's contraction and such, because I have scar tissue on my nerve because of the way it grew back. It was severed entirely. I'm just glad it grew back at all so I can use this. But for all the time it's been working again, it's felt awful and terrible and not right inside of here. And just this has never felt right. So, joy. One of the things I've been choosing to do is I'm using my hand gripper thing again to tighten up my muscles. And I'm using a barbell to do things like lift upward to try and strengthen all this. And when I can, I'm remembering to bring my thumb outward and hold everything pulled back a bit. It's painful, but I don't want my wrist to end up going this way or further and having my hand end up like that. So, especially since if I let my thumb go inward and then I try using it, oh my God, it hurts so bad. And if I just pull my wrist back, bring my thumb out, no pain at all. Pain goes away entirely, 100%. So boy, oh boy, oh boy, I gotta be careful. Thumbs up for that. Hey, at least I'm aware of it, so that's good. Thumbs up. Let's see, what else do I have on here? Because yes, I did go walkies last night, and that was good and bad. I mean, it was good because I went walkies, and it was a very short trip. I just went from my home straight to Safeway and then back, and picked up some sodas because I was out of caffeinated beverages, and I don't have a car, so I can only carry so much, so I have to make small, frequent trips. Life is life, but went out, got that done, but oh boy, my kitty cat was just inside the bedroom and underneath the bed the entire night because lots of explosions. Fireworks were banned in Shelton, Washington, and leading up to the 4th was fine. Only periodically would things explode and not very often. Once it started getting a little dim last night, it was Explosion City all the way through town. So, cat was freaked out. Dog wasn't happy. Hamsters? I have no idea. I don't know how they react to explosions and the air pressure differences, so... Excuse me. But everyone survived. My kitty cat was annoying this morning because she wanted me to get up and feed her, and that's normal, so that's good. Since I have made it a permanent thing now, where I sleep with my bedroom door open, in fact, not just open, to make sure that there's no possible misunderstandings, I have a curtain that dangles down now in front of the door, and then inside I have, when it's me going to bed, the nightstand with my sleep apnea machine on it, and then the door behind that. So it's like, there's not a mistake. This is done on purpose. And then there's a... what I did was I had a hamster tube thing made out of wood that's too small for Syrians. But I put it inside of 2 socks so that it's not just a wham sound when the door hits it, and I use that as a big doorstop. And the cat, when she wants to go through, it's plenty wide enough for her to get through, even when it's short way through instead of long way, holding it open that direction. So there's plenty of space, and so she wanders in here, grazes, does what she wants to, leaps out the window, comes back in, wanders into my bedroom, sleeps on there, and then annoys me when the sun starts coming up. So she's happy, which makes me happy, so that's good. A very thumbs up. Do I have anything else on here? Well, one last thing. There is one person that I watch on YouTube that it kind of bugs me, and that's really, really silly. When I first started watching his channel, he had a cartoon avatar, and it was put on a cartoon background with some motions. I guess there was something going on because he had originally been live action and, wore a costume and stuff, and then had to go to an avatar for some reason, and then is now back to the live action character again. What he does as his live action character, he's got this, black... It's like those green suits that you would wear, except it's black. So it's real tight against your face, and it just comes down to like here on his body. And he's got like an open shirt that's buttoned down. It's like this, except it's kind of a formal shirt, and he's got a top hat, and he wears a red lens, blue lens type of glasses. And the thing though is, because his face is covered, I can't tell if what he's doing is recording the audio and then just acting, or if he's recording the audio and doing what he's doing at the same time, because he moves his hands, he brings his face up, he does what I'm doing right now, except you can't see if there's any lip movement, and I never see his jaw move. So, is he just recording his audio from a script and then acting while not talking? Or is he acting and talking and then redubbing the audio because he's talking through a mask? but I can't see his face move, and that really annoys me. Just thought I'd mention. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. You took the time. You expended the effort. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. And even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, I'm lucky that I can sometimes remember my name is not. I've forgotten the first name again. I know it starts with an R. Rutherford? Rutherford P. Farquhar. Remember, the P is silent because it's the first letter in the name Sylvester. So let me call up my Chrome. We have Noah. Thank you very much. Brutish Wing 2.0. Good to see you. Kathy Kiss Cat. Good to see you as well. Russian Timing. And good to see you in the comments as well. We have very few comments, so I'm glad to see anybody. We have Keanu Sorrel Horse, thumbs up and thank you much. Jason Hoiberger, greatly appreciated. Steve Juzak, I'm nowhere close, greatly appreciated. It's Juszczak, so I did my best. S. Black, greatly appreciated. Sam Burrell, greatly appreciated. Colin Reisner, good to see you. Zuli, thumbs up. Dragon Spheres, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up on that. We have Christopher Thomas, greatly appreciated. Vito Vagito. And then there's Guisef, thumbs up and thank you. ASAP Frostbite, good to see you in the comments. Temi Alaka, thank you very, very much. We have David Conlon, thumbs up and thank you. There is Jay's Plays Cod, thumbs up. Wavy Crockett Jizz Boss, thumbs up. And that was it. That was it. That's all the comments from yesterday on all of my videos forever and ever. Thank you very much, absolutely everybody who left a comment. And even for those of you who did not, and for those of you who left a comment and I never actually respond, thank you so very much. I'm having issues with executive dysfunction. My sincere apologies. But every single comment is deeply and greatly appreciated. I'm doing this channel for my mental health, and being able to interact with other people helps. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. If you want to help me out, but you didn't want to send money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below. That would be very cool if you could check that out. And if you wanted to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well. That would be cool if you could check that out. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. A definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could subscribe to the channel. That's what it is. And of course, hit that bell. That would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, I have this video that you've hopefully been watching or having in the background and listening to or interacting with in some fashion. Definitely a thumbs up for that. I have a video to edit and render. I want to try and record something because good golly, Miss Molly, especially now in the heat, when I'm done at noon or 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock or even 3 o'clock and there's nothing to do for the rest of the day, the darkness isn't creeping in through the cracks yet, but there's nothing to do, and it kind of gets a little bleak. So I just need a little something to fill my time. Definitely a can do. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and practice self-care, practice social distancing. 1312, justice for there's more names than I can write down, and they're still acting like riotous savages, so be safe.